Alright, let's stop the insanity. No more 30-day crash diets that leave you starving, weak, and somehow right back where you started, right? For years you've been told that getting lean has to be miserable and that suffering is just the deal. Well, that's a lie. What if you could build a body that touches fat all by itself, without the mystery? What if you could actually get lean and stay that way forever? This isn't another fad diet. This is simple, structurable plan for building a powerful machine that works for you 24/7, and we are starting right now. By the way, my name is Boris Kish. I'm a Lions IFBB coach and a professional nutritionist with a background in the super heavyweight division at over 220 pounds on stage, which is over 100 kilograms. I'm 193 centimeters tall, which is 6'4". Welcome to my channel. And I want to tell you before we start that this video is not going to be about how to get in the best shape of your life in 4 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever nonsense is out there, because that doesn't exist, or how to fit in your wedding dress that was 20 years ago, because that was impossible to do it overnight. But I can guarantee you, as the title promised, that I will give you a sustainable solution that you will be able to maintain for the rest of your life, and that won't lead to exhaustion, that won't lead to starvation, and most important, something that I know as a bodybuilder that works, and something that can change your lifestyle forever. Therefore, if you want really a permanent change in body composition, health, relationship with food, this video, of course, is right for you. And if you got opinion about this, I would like to hear it in the comment section. What kind of diet has actually worked best for you in real life? Number one, I would like to start that everything starts with why. You have to know why do you want to get lean in the first place. If you're a little bit lost about this, this is the map that you always have to have in front of your head. And I'm actually going to tell you, you can even write it down. The point of being fit and lean isn't just that you look good, that you have better, bigger biceps, that you have non-stop six-pack. It will also help you to perform in the bed with your partner, to work better, to get from the bed much easier, to be happy, to be satisfied, that you can play with your children, that you can play with your pets. And most important of all, that you increase your health long term, because being pretty is good, but also staying healthy for the rest of your life is more important. And I believe in hybrid approach. I'm going to teach you how can you do both. But without proper motivation, you will end up nowhere. I believe in discipline. I'm a person that is really disciplined, because that's the life actually taught me how to be that. Not that I'm bragging about myself, but I will also tell you honestly, if I don't have an end goal, if I don't have motivation, the discipline is nothing without that. When you get up from the bed, you have to have the clear picture, why are you doing all of this? And I'm telling you right now why you should do this. Number two, you have to understand that fat loss is not a starvation. There are coaches that are telling you that it's all a numbers game, that you have to go into calorie deficit. If you eat more than you actually are burning, you're never going to lose fat. And that's not the truth. I'm going to prove you. You have to understand the body is made like that. No matter how much you go into the deficit, it will adapt, right? This is why when you're dieting, you get into plateau, your body stacks. No matter how hard you are trying, sooner or later, you end up hungry, you end up exhausted, you look flat, look like crap, you lose the motivation, you start eating, and then you go to the point where you were before, if not even worse, right? For this one, before we get to the main solution, think about like this. You have to have more muscle. Of course, that doesn't mean that you have to be bodybuilder like I am, but more muscle, more power on the car is actually leading to burning more fuel. You don't have to get smaller. The goal is that I show you how to keep the main muscle mass on you, so that you can, burn more calories without even feeling them. Do you understand? The point is not decreasing it. It's point that you increase everything, that you feel good, and that you burn at the same time, without the body that is starving, because as I said, it will adapt. And if you want to level up your training, I've created 3 complete training splits you can get for free. Click the link below, join my coaching newsletter, and I'm sending them straight to your email. Number 3, so this is the only important thing, the most important thing in my approach, what you have to take care of, what you're actually eating, and that is protein. And I fully understand if somebody doesn't like to drink protein powder, fuck it. I like it because it's easier for me. I'm a big guy. I am not natural. Therefore, I take around 5 grams per kilogram of protein per day. And it's easier for me to drink whey isolate. But if you don't want to do that, neither am I recommending. You can take protein, from normal protein sources, like any kind of meat, cheese, eggs, fish. You know that very well, but it's a must-have. And when I say it's a must-have, that means, as a natural, 2 grams per kilogram. If you're non-natural, 3 grams per kilogram. Without that, you will eat your muscles. You will look like crap. You have to understand that protein is not just for muscles, it's for the hair, so that you have sexy long hair like I do, for the nails, for the sperm, for everything, Protein is simply the building material that is required for the whole body to function properly. Number 4 is don't count calories, change the food quality. Now we finally get to solution parts, and that means that I'm not suggesting, as I told you, that you go in any kind of deficit. I'm suggesting that you simply rotate and change your lifestyle of what you were eating. So forget all the processed food, McDonald's, Burger Kings, chocolates, bonbons, all that food with trans fat and refined sugars. This you can forget. Do you understand? But instead of that, you can eat pretty much everything: meats, eggs, Greek yogurt, cheese, vegetables. If you need sugars, fruit. Just don't eat shitload of bananas. Avoid bananas, but eat fruit. Rice, potatoes, oats, healthy fats like olive oil and nuts, right? You can make all possible sweets. You have recipes on the internet. You can also use ChatGPT. It's going to give you recipes how to make healthy meal from the proper healthy ingredients. The key is not to lower anything. It's just that you eat clean for the next period. And I can guarantee, if you did metabolical damage, if you are fat or skinny fat, if you messed up yourself in the last 10 years, you will be able to repair yourself in the next 6 months. Yes, in 6 months, you will be lean. I guaranteed. Doesn't mean, bodybuilding pre-contest lean, but this video is not for them, but completely lean with flat stomach. If you make it up to 1 year, you will have 6-pack for sure. And if you wasted 10 years on eating and having junk kind of lifestyle, especially nutritional wise, you can give yourself the proper time for the next 6 months to a year to finally look great, right? You own that to yourself, and therefore you won't have any kind of cravings. And don't worry, I'm going to prove this, why this works. And if you're finding this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for more real, no fluff fitness advice, and I'm really going to appreciate it. And number 5, the proof you and me can have a bet right now. Why not? Look at your family photos before 1950. I can bet with you that you don't have one family member that was fat there. Absolutely no one. And they were not going to the gym, that I'm suggesting that you go at least 4 times per week. You have my videos about the splits that you can do. They were not doing cardio at least 20 minutes after the workout, that I'm also highly recommending that you do. They were eating everything, but that was clean, non-processed organic food. Back then, there was no such amount of shit in the supermarket, right, that we have today. Obesity was rare. I mean, if there was really a fat person, he was in the circus, and he was, you know, like a circus attraction, right? I mean, in 1950s, you would be, before 1950s, I mean, it was equally hard to find a bodybuilder as on the street as a fat person. Maybe even was easier to see a bodybuilder on the street. And as I said, not because people were training in the gyms, were really physically extremely active. Yes, they were probably more, 100% more than today, but not as much as they were lean. I mean, look at those old swimming pool photos from the archive. Nobody was fat there, right? And that's because they didn't eat industrial junk. And today many bodies are skinny fat, not just because they eat more, they eat less, but they eat pure garbage. I mean, you know that very well, you're not stupid. And I don't know any person, normal person or bodybuilder who is eating clean and who is fat and who doesn't have lean stomach. That's impossible. I mean, yes, it can happen if somebody really has some kind of disease or sickness, but this video is not for them. Those people should really look for a professional. I'm not giving medical advices and I'm not a doctor, but those are rare exceptions. This is for 98% of the population. I'm not going to say 99.9. And you know, therefore the change, if you switch, is not going to be at once, but you don't need, there is no need that you go on the scale non-stop, that you measure yourself, but I can guarantee that you will see progress from month to month. In 6 months, you won't be fat. Absolutely. In 1 year, you will be super lean. So this is something, and you can continue this for the whole life. Number 6, I don't believe in cheat meals. You know, I mean, I have video, of course, about cheat meals. But I want to tell you, I mean, if you use this principle, you don't need a cheat meal, because the point is that you eat all day, every day, whatever you want to eat, you know. So, I mean, people who are non-stop on some kind of diets and hungry and frustrated and stuck on a diet they hate, they're obsessed over cheat meal. The point here is that you don't have cheat meal, but that you eat almost everything that you like, but in the terms of healthy nutrition. I mean, therefore, this approach isn't for quick fixes or short-term goals. It's really for the people who want a normal, you understand, sustainable relationship with food, with health, and lasting results. I'm honestly going to tell you, I eat like this, I eat clean, I'm not on any kind of diet, you know, and I'm lean pretty much always, not because I take pads, you know, even then when the nutrition was shit, you know, you look like shit, but because, you know, I'm eating pretty much every day the same. Yes, it's a bit boring, you have to master the boring part. Doesn't have to be super boring, but I'm avoiding the crap. And there was also no bodybuilder that I know who got even bulkier by eating clean. When a bodybuilder wants to get a bit bigger, then, you know, we add some peanut butter on every meal or something like that. It's impossible to eat clean and put, even in off-season, huge additional amount of fat, because the body doesn't work like that. If you believe in evolution, it's fine. If you believe in God like me, I don't think that Creator made us, you know, that we eat good food, clean food that He provided to us, and that we look like a genetical garbage. This is what the modern era of supermarkets brought us. Therefore, do it please for 6 months or a year, and when it becomes your normal lifestyle, not a diet, that is when you will get super lean once and for all, and you will understand what that actually means. And if you want to know why most diets actually make people look worse over time, make sure you watch this video and I'll see you there.